Trabajadores de comida rápida están en huelga.
Y UNT abre su nuevo union.
Gracias por acompañarnos el día de hoy en su noticiero en TTV. Yo soy Mariana Díaz.
Y yo soy Jessy Diamba.
Trabajadores de restaurantes de comida rápida planean abandonar sus trabajos el día de hoy para salir a las calles. Empleados en casi 300 ciudades esperan protestar en varios restaurantes del país en una campaña que se conoce como la lucha por los 15. Esta tiene como objetivo presionar al gobierno federal a que aumente el salario mínimo a $15 por hora. La invitación es para animar a la población a votar el próximo año por candidatos que apoyen tal salario. Las protestas de este martes serán las más grandes, ya que la campaña celebra su tercer aniversario.
El presidente de la Universidad de Missouri, Tim Wolf, anunció el día de ayer su renuncia a causa de las críticas recibidas por su comportamiento en incidentes racistas en el campus universitario. Las tensiones y protestas comenzaron el pasado septiembre, cuando diversos grupos de estudiantes afroamericanos denunciaron insultos racistas y acoso por parte de otros estudiantes y aseguraron que sus quejas habían sido ignoradas por la dirección del centro académico. Entre los objetos utilizados se encontró una esvástica escondida en uno de los dormitorios del campus. Pues Mariana, vi que finalmente llegó el frío. ¿Qué opinas?
Pues más o menos, Jessy, porque la verdad el clima de Texas es una verdadera locura, porque hoy es un poquito más de calor, ¿no? Pero bueno, vamos con Sammy para ver qué podemos esperar para el resto del día.
Gracias, Mariana y Jessy. Como ven, hoy tenemos un día nublado. Las condiciones actuales nos indican que estamos a 74 grados y se siente 1 grado más a 75. Tenemos vientos que vienen del sur a 15 millas por hora y una humedad de un 60%. Esta noche las temperaturas bajarán a 65 grados y vientos a 14 millas por hora. Acompáñenos más adelante para informarles sobre las condiciones de nuestra región y el pronóstico de los 5 días que vienen. Por lo tanto, regreso con ustedes, Mariana y Jessy.
Gracias, Sammy. Y SeaWorld pondrá fin a sus espectáculos con orcas en California. Los encargos del Parque de Animales Marinos SeaWorld de San Diego, en el sur de California, dijeron este lunes que acabarán con los espectáculos de orcas en el año que viene. La imagen de SeaWorld se vio seriamente dañada en el 2013 con el estreno del documental Blackfish, el cual desató un intenso debate en Estados Unidos sobre la manera en que las orcas viven en los parques acuáticos. Hace unos meses anunciaron que pretenden gastar $100 millones para ampliar los tanques en los que viven las orcas en San Diego. La Comisión Costera de California puso como condición para aprobar esa ampliación que SeaWorld acabe con su programa de cría de orcas en cautividad, algo a lo que los responsables de la compañía se niegan.
Un fan de las Águilas de Filadelfia y conductor de radio está harto de la respuesta de los Dallas Cowboys a la violencia doméstica. La personalidad de radio Josh Ennis inició una recaudación de fondos seguida de la victoria de las Águilas ante los Cowboys este domingo. El objetivo de la campaña era recaudar $3,000 para un refugio de mujeres maltratadas en Dallas, pero los fans de las Águilas aportaron mucho más que eso, sobrepasando $17,000. Inés fue inspirado por la falta de acciones del equipo de los Cowboys en cuanto al escándalo de la estrella Greg Hardy y su novia. El dinero recaudado irá al refugio Genesis en Dallas.
En The Colony, un hombre es el sospechoso de la muerte de su madre. El acontecimiento ocurrió este lunes por la madrugada. Rusty Kelly, de 46 años, fue acusado por la muerte de su madre. Autoridades recibieron una llamada alrededor de la 1 a.m. informando un asalto. Cuando los agentes llegaron, dijeron que Kelly salió de la casa cubierta de sangre. El cuerpo de John Kelly, de 76 años, fue encontrado en el interior de la propiedad, con aparentemente traumatismo y heridas de arma blanca. El homicidio y el aparente culpable siguen bajo investigación.
China registró niveles alarmantes de contaminación atmosférica.
Y el Parlamento de Cataluña aprobó una resolución sin precedentes. Ya volvemos.
We have a developing story this afternoon. The South Carolina police officer who went viral has been fired. This video caught national attention. It shows Deputy Ben Fields flipping a 16-year-old girl over her desk to be handcuffed. Witnesses say the girl was disrupting class and then refused to get up. Many are saying Fields used excessive force. The Richland County Sheriff held a press conference to announce that the Fields was fired. The FBI are now investigating the arrest.
Thanks, Evan. Well, this weekend we will fall back an extra hour. We'll tell you what that means for your sleep cycle later on in the show.
And I'll tell you if you need an umbrella to go with your Halloween costume, so stay with us.
The candidates for the Republican nomination met up for their third debate last night, and things were a bit heated. CNN's Andrew Spencer has the story. But while we are celebrating the new, we must get rid of the old. Stovall Hall will be taken down now that the new union is up and running.
Earthquake shattered buildings across South Asia. We will have the latest.
A middle schooler flipped over a table. Some are saying this arrest was too violent.
And Halloween can be scary for kids who have food allergies. See how some are protecting the trick-or-treaters.
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is NTTV News at Noon.
Thanks for joining us on NTTV News at Noon. I'm Savannah Humoller.
And I'm Quinn Arrington. The death toll is climbing in South Asia after a massive earthquake struck Afghanistan yesterday. Authorities say that at least 345 people have been confirmed dead so far. The death tolls are expected to rise as rescuers reach more areas. The 7.5 magnitude earthquake rattled parts of Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, and Tajikistan. Afghan authorities say more than 4,000 homes were damaged or destroyed. The full extent of the damage should become clearer by the end of the day. A woman may have hired someone to murder her husband if it wasn't for Denton police. This is Jacqueline Zelina Williams, a 64-year-old woman who was arrested on a charge of attempting to arrange the killing of her estranged husband. Williams' sister, Thesa Robinson, contacted police about the plot. With Robinson's tip, the police were able to get a confession from Williams. She said her motive was to receive her husband's retirement fund after he was killed.
Well, it was quite rainy this weekend.
Yeah, it was cold too. I finally got to break out my winter clothes. It was wonderful.
Yes, it is finally sweater weather. Let's send it over to Tanaya Breedlove to see today's weather.
Sweater weather it is, Savannah, and I think after this we should go get a pumpkin spice latte. And let's take a look. Our current temperature is 60 degrees, clear skies. We have a nice wind chill coming in from the west at 1 mile per hour, as well as a bit sticky with 87%, and that's kind of guessed with all of the rain we had this past weekend. As well as that, tonight we'll have clear skies. 52 degrees will be the temperature, as well as a bit more of a chill coming in from the southwest at 6 miles per hour. A little later on in the show, I'll let you know how our 5-day forecast is looking. Savannah and Quinn, back to you.
Thanks, Tanaya. More voters are heading to the polls early this year. So far, over 6,000 people have been turned up for early voting in Denton County. The Denton Record Chronicle says this is over 1,000 more votes than a similar election period in 2013. There are 7 propositions on the ballot that will affect highway maintenance and school funding. The last day to cast your vote is November 3rd. Donald Trump has long been the frontrunner for the GOP primary election, but a new poll says that may no longer be the case. A CBS News poll says Ben Carson has 26% of GOP primary votes. This is compared to 22% for Trump. A poll does have a 6% margin of error. 3 other polls also show Carson winning in the key state of Iowa.
This week across America, Colorado might be getting a spooky museum with a tribute to the world-famous horror movie The Shining. We'll get a look at James Bond's Daredevil sports cars, and NASA's Hubble Space Telescope has an interesting find in another galaxy. NTTV's Cameron Smith has the update on what's happening across America.
This week across America, the world's first horror-themed museum is in the works and with a very fitting location. The Stanley Hotel, the same building that inspired the Overlook Hotel from Stephen King's famed novel The Shining, and the Stanley Kubrick film adaptation, is the destination. The Stanley Hotel resides about 70 miles northwest of Denver in a town called Estes Park. The organization named Go No Co is collaborating with the hotel and attempting to raise $24 million for a 43,000 square foot horror film center. Aside from the museum, the hotel area expects a 500-seat auditorium, and a production studio with a comfortable amount of editing suites. Action hero James Bond has always had a slick ride for his missions, but the new film Spectre has a car exclusively for the movie. It's so rare, in fact, that only one make of the car is on sale. The car company Aston Martin introduced the DB10 as the Bond film releases in both Britain and Ireland today. Aston Martin says that the car will be up for auction next year, with estimates close to $15 million. Whatever the price, the car technically cannot be driven on everyday roads because it isn't street legal. That means if someone does end up sinking their money into the car, they won't be able to drive it. NASA's Hubble Space Telescope took an astounding picture of the Messier 94 galaxy not too long ago. The 16 light-year distance from the galaxy makes it easy to take a gander at the bright starburst ring on the outside of the galaxy. The European Space Agency says that stars are actually forming on the inside of this ring. The ESA also adds that this is quite unusual. They theorize that the waves of pressure expel from the center of the galaxy, forcing gas and dust together until they eventually form into stars.
A hotel based on The Shining. That's really cool.
Yes, I would definitely go visit that museum. I love The Shining.
I think anybody who likes horror films would.
Yes. And when we come back, a viral video has gone viral. The parents have gone angry due to an arrest.
And hear how a major company will use drones to ship products.
And later on in the show, I will tell you whether you'll need an umbrella to keep your Halloween candy dry. Stay with us.